Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm doing yet another little chatty get ready with me. I have a few new little makeup goodies that I picked up yesterday, sprinkled throughout this video. I'm wearing a new shirt. It is a Naruto shirt. I got it yesterday at Target. I don't know how aware people are of this, but Target has the best graphic tees in the men's department. So many, always, just like the best graphic tees, and they're super cheap. This was $8, but they're so good, like they're really good quality. Random little thing, check them out. The Target men's graphic tees, so good. I'm going to pull my hair back and we are going to jump right into this video. So I'm going to start by priming my eyes using my NARS Soft Matte Complete Concealer, and then setting my eyelids with my Ciate Everyday Vacay powder. Yesterday I ran to Target and I was looking through the makeup section, you know, as you do, and I picked up one of the e.l.f. bite-size eyeshadow little palettes. This is the Carnival Candy Eyeshadow Palette, and I'm going to do a little look today, probably the most generic look you could get with this eyeshadow palette. I've heard so many good things about these and I wanted to try it for myself. My friend that I was with actually convinced me to get it. She picked it up and she was like, "This is so cute, you should get it." And I was like, "You're right, I should." So I did. I'm going to first start by taking that lightest shade and using it as my transition color. And this one isn't really showing up. It's truly like the same color as my skin. At my college, there are 2 semesters during the summer. We have summer 1 and summer 2. And I'm taking classes for both semesters. And my summer 1 semester ends this Wednesday, so I have some papers coming up due. But my new classes also start on Wednesday and I am so excited for them. I don't know why. I feel like towards the end of semesters, I get like so tired of my classes. Like, I love learning. I love going to college. I love educating myself. And I love reading and taking notes. I just love everything about school and learning. But I feel like towards the end of my semesters, I get like tired of the class that I'm in, and I usually end up slacking off a little bit. Not enough to like affect my grade in the class, but I just don't stay as on top of it as I, you know, previously have for the class. And that's about what's happening now. I was supposed to write 3 different discussion posts yesterday. They weren't due yesterday. I was just trying to get ahead and write them yesterday. And I didn't because I had a very busy day yesterday. I went out to breakfast with some friends in the morning because where I live, things are opening back up. Some friends I haven't seen in a while. So I went out to breakfast with them, and then we hung out for a little bit, and we went through the Starbucks drive-thru and went to Target, and we're just hanging out. And then I came back here for a little bit. Should have done this homework then, but I didn't. I had gotten some makeup while I was out. I had gotten a few things in the mail, so I was like kind of opening that stuff up. And then yesterday night, Brad and I actually went to my brother and sister-in-law's place and hung out with them. It was really nice because I feel like I haven't seen them in forever, and we just like kind of hung around. Brad and my brother's friend played some video games, while my sister-in-law and I just chatted about everything, about politics, about everything, and it was nice. Ate some food. I miss being able to go out and like hang out, you know, with my family. It's a good day yesterday, but anyways, the whole point of that story was that I just didn't do my homework yesterday. But it wasn't like I didn't do it, like I had nothing due yesterday. It was just like work to get ahead. So now I'm like not ahead, I'm just like on track, you know? Does that make any sense? Probably not. These eyeshadows are pretty good so far, actually. That first shade that I used didn't really show up, but it was a super light transition shade, so I didn't really expect it to show up. That second shade has a beautiful tone, and then now I'm using this darker red in the little palette here in the outer corner. It is looking like a tiny bit patchy. I don't know if that's me or the eyeshadow. this little coffee cup here. I have a friend. She's one of my best friends from high school. Her name is Lexi, and I was giving her some makeup the other day. Actually, I was giving her some makeup, and like before I came, she was like, your favorite Disney princess is Pocahontas, right? And I was like, yeah, it is. And so I got there, and she had that little cup for me, and she was like, I just got a Cricut machine. I really hope you all know what Cricuts are. They're those, like, I almost said wire cutters. What are they called? The paper cutter machines? Those things. She was like, I got one, and I've been obsessed with it. And so she made me that little Starbucks cup, and it has my name on it, and it has Pocahontas on it. It was so cute. She's actually moving to Florida. She already moved. She just moved like this week, I think. And I'm super excited because Brad and I are, you know, going to Florida in August. Hopefully, still, fingers crossed, that can still happen. And I get to see her and hang out with her in Florida, and it's gonna be so much fun. It's my last video. Got my license. 19 years old, just got my license, but you know, at least I got it. At least it happened now. I don't know why it took me so long. So I took the test previously and I actually failed it, which I'm not ashamed to admit. It was the parallel parking that I failed. And then it wasn't even that I was too nervous to take it again. I just didn't take it again. I waited 2 years apparently. And then right before my state launched into quarantine, I was supposed to take the test, and then we went into lockdown, so I could not. And then we finally started opening back up, and I got a call, and they were like, hey, do you want to reschedule? And I was like, yes, please, I need my license. And then I got it, and honestly, I was convinced I was gonna fail it again, but I had practiced. I've been driving for like 4 years, practiced, made sure that I knew how to freaking parallel park this time. And I passed, and now I just have to get a car. And I'm actually also, I feel like there's just so many things happening in my life right now. I'm also starting a new job on Monday, which I'm also really excited for. So this blue eyeshadow definitely applied a lot better with my finger and just a lot more vibrant when I used my finger. I'm going to take my little simple wipe here and clean up under my eyes. It is a little bit muddy in the outer corner. It's not terrible, so I'm just gonna leave it, not gonna try to fix it or blend it anymore because probably just make it look even worse. Also yesterday, I picked up a new NYX Epic ink liner. This is one of my favorite eyeliners of all time, and mine like had a weird defect in the packaging. Right here on the packaging, eyeliner would like bubble up and then like explode all over my face, and it would make it really hard to apply, but I couldn't handle it anymore. It wasn't out, I just couldn't handle it, so I bought a new one, and it is a really fantastic eyeliner. And I cannot talk and eyeliner at the same time, so I'm just going to do my little outer corner wing that I've been doing recently, and then we will come back. You know, honestly, my hand when I'm doing makeup gets so ridiculous looking. Wings are on. Way more difficult today than it needed to be, but what can you do? For primer today, I'm going to be taking my Farsali Skintune Blur Perfecting Primer Serum. I spent so much money on this primer, and it literally does nothing. Like, I really feel like it does absolutely nothing to my makeup, to my skin. It's a nice experience to put it on. It feels nice when you blend it in. It smells nice, but I just don't think it is worth it for the price tag, and I'm actually will forever be sad about it because Jackie Aina raves about this, and it just didn't work for me. And usually I trust like literally everything Jackie Aina does because she's a perfect angel, but it just didn't work. It was really sad. For foundation, I'm going to be taking my e.l.f. Flawless Finish foundation. I have the shade Natural. This foundation is very thick, but it is not super ridiculously full coverage, and it is actually kind of dewy. Obviously, I love a good dewy foundation. I used to think this was a very full coverage foundation, and I don't know if I've just had this for so long that the formula has changed or what, but I would not call this a full coverage foundation. I'm gonna layer it up on my cheeks just a little bit. Concealer today is going to be my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser Multi-Use Concealer. I have the shade Light. I did have a shade that was a lot darker, but I finally picked up one that is actually my shade, and I've been obsessing over this concealer. It is such a good concealer. I'm just going to apply it on a few little different spots that I have. This concealer is just so natural looking, and the shade is so perfect for me, and it isn't super matte. It's like a tiny bit dewy, very natural, and I've just been obsessed with it. I feel like I didn't really give it the recognition before because the shade that I had was off, so I just didn't really reach for it. But now that I have a good shade, it's like all I want to wear every single day. I'm going to set my under eyes with my Ciate Everyday Vacay powder. I actually have been setting directly underneath my eyes with a very small brush. I don't know what this brush is, but it's very small. I used to use it to actually blend out concealer, but I've been liking it for getting it right underneath here, and then I can leave it kind of dewier a little bit farther down. And then I've been taking my normal Alamar Cosmetics brush to set my smile lines in the mouth area, but I've just liked that very precise brush for right underneath the eyes. As always, I'm gonna run off camera to do my brows, but I will be back when they're done. Today I'm using my Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil in the shade Ash Brown and my e.l.f. Wow Brow in the shade Neutral Brown. I will be right back. We are going to finish off the eyes real quick. I'm going to dip back into the little bite-sized palette, and I'm going to take this shade and blend it on my lower lash line. And then I'm going to take an even pointier blending brush and take this shade and blend that right on the outer corner of my lower lash line. I'm actually going to curl my lashes today, which I literally never do. I just bought a lash curler. This is the Japonesque lash curler. And then I'm going to be taking this little trial size of the Milk Kush mascara for my mascara today. It's so much messier when your lashes are curled. And of course, no mascara on the lower lash line. So for bronzer today, I'm going to be using my Fenty bronzer in the shade Private Island. So this blush that I'm using is broken. It is the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in the shade Pearlescent Pink. It's not actually like super pinky. It's a little bit peachy when you put it on, but it's super gorgeous. It's one of my favorite blushes, and I've had it for way too long, and I should probably get rid of it and maybe buy a new one. I don't know, but you know, it still performs just as good as it did the first day I got it, and it doesn't break me out, so I'm gonna keep her around. For highlight today, I'm going to be taking this little mini of the Jouer powder highlighter in the shade Skinny Dip. First, before I forget, I'm going to take a little bit of that on the inner corners of my eyes because I will forget. I forget a lot. You know, I really went crazy and went stupid with my blush and bronzer today. I mean, I'm kind of feeling it. I look like a little sunburned. And then we're going to highlight my face with it. This is such a gorgeous highlighter. At first, I didn't think that I liked it. I feel like the first few times I wore it, it just didn't look right on me, and I think it was because I was super pale, because I got it like a few months ago, and now I've gotten a little bit of a tan, and so it just looks a little bit better on me, whereas before it looked ridiculous on me. I always do this thing where I take highlighter right here on the outer corner of my eye and like kind of bring it out and connect it to the highlight on my cheekbones, and this is kind of a tip and trick thing that I learned from Sandra Deluxe. She always puts something like shiny kind of right here and like connects it, and she had a really good explanation for why she does it. I just don't remember because I am dumb. I was not picking my nose, I was fixing my nose ring. I don't want to hear it. Also recently I've been liking doubling up on the amount of times that I put setting spray on. So that was my first set. I do it before I do my lips, then it sits in while I do my lips, and then after my lips, how many times am I gonna say lips in this explanation? After my lips are done, then I will set again. It's a whole thing. Really, I don't have any basis for doing it, no particular reason. This is the NYX lip pencil in the shade Natural, one of my favorite lip liners of all time. Like, it just looks like my lips. It just looks like my lip color. And then another new product, this is the ColourPop Luxe Gloss in the shade Overnight. I made a little purchase from ColourPop. I just flung this lip gloss everywhere when I opened it. I made a little purchase from ColourPop. I needed a new serum from 4th Beauty, and so I just picked up a few other little things that I've been wanting, this lip gloss being one of them, a Super Shock shadow, a lipstick. You'll see it all. You'll see it all, whether it's in my monthly haul, a get ready with me, it will be featured. This is a really pretty kind of light peachy color, and I think that the tones of this lip just complement the eyes really nicely. So I'm going to take my Pacifica Coconut Essence Hydro Mist and do another little spritz set of this. I always hold my breath while I do my setting spray, and I did a weird breath there, and it was not about to go well for me. I've been trying to use the setting spray up, and it's almost there. It's starting to spit on me a little bit. When that happens, I just take the brush that I use to set my smile lines, and I just kind of dab them in, dab the little spits in, just to make sure that they don't sit and cause any issues, because that would be sad, so sad. All right, so that is this makeup look done. I love the way that it turned out. I love this blue eyeshadow. I think it is gorgeous, and the formula on this blue eyeshadow in particular, let me just give you a little swatch because it was kind of amazing. It's so gorgeous. It's a really gorgeous eyeshadow. So the chances of me using just this blue for everything from here on out, very high, very high. You will be seeing the other things that I bought in the aforementioned ColourPop order very shortly. It should be pretty soon. I may film tomorrow and do a little bonus video. The last time I said I was going to do a bonus video, I didn't. So I don't know. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you liked seeing me do my makeup. I feel like I'm in a very odd, there are strings. I feel like I'm in a very odd mood today. Not a bad mood, just an odd one. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you in my next one. Bye.